I believe self-defense techniques should be essential for everyone's journey in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. These are some of our survival and self-defense techniques for our white to blue belt curriculum at the Team Third Heaven First Wave Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program. In this next clip, we're gonna do the outside wrist lock. This is one of my favorite self-defense techniques. This could be my favorite, actually, my favorite self-defense technique. So he grabs clothing, pull the material from his hand, and I'm also putting his hand that direction because, again, this doesn't hurt me, but that punch hurts me, right? So I'm worried about the punch because we're talking about self-defense. So believe it or not, originally in Jiu-Jitsu, there was strikes, there was weapons, there was survival, right? It's not always just about the tournaments. Well, if we're talking self-defense, I can use strikes to kind of soften up the blow. I can hit him here, I can kick him in the leg, I can hit his hand. There's things we can do if we're talking self-defense. If they don't let go, that's totally fine. I can just continue to bend, and I use my body to apply pressure on the wrist. So right now, or let me grab your hand for a second. So right now, my hand is pushing this way to make pressure, but if he doesn't let go, I can just bend my whole body for that pressure. Okay, ready, Cody? Here we go. Cody in the guillotine here. First thing he's going to instinctively do is he's going to take his left hand, he's going to relieve pressure on his neck. Right? That's not the escape, but it's not going to be bad for you to do that, and it's going to be instinctual. Now this hand is going to come here and he's going to bend me down. Why is he pulling me down here? Because I need to, okay, let me go there, Cody. I need to lift up to make this choke happen. So if he pulls me down, it's hard for me to lift up right now. Now he's going to look up towards the ceiling and he's going to go to my back. Boom. Now he's on my back. And you can start, putting these self-defense moves together because now that he's on my back, I can catch his leg. I could go for the Kimura lock, and we can start combining some of these moves. I'm going to turn my hand out like this, and I'm going to bring my hand out. I'm going to come back and be in a position. Bone, push down, and then make him escape. So get down, I don't leave him out here, but I actually trap them for a second here, okay? Where I come here, and I look for the legs. Position here, I have him in a Kimura grip, and now I can take and I can bend the arm behind him to make a Kimura lock. If his arm stays straight, it's a straight elbow lock, and if I have the wrist in play here, I can also catch the wrist and make a wrist lock. I can step behind him in like a horse stance position, and I can strike him to make him fall over my leg, or I can lift him to make him fall. I'm catching him, and I'm just stepping behind his leg and just letting him down. But it'll look like this. Catch his wrist. I put my legs like this, in between his leg here, and I pop my hip forward as I bring my head up, and then I bring his arm behind him. However he wants, it's not prearranged really. We're staying kind of within the confinements of the techniques that you just saw, and we're gonna see how I do. All right, here we go. Okay, so we just took about a minute or so, and he just randomly grabbed me, threw punches, threw kicks, and I had to remember the self-defense techniques within the confinements of this curriculum. All right, good job, Cody.